Late one summer night in Boise, Idaho, three teenage friends, Ethan, Dylan, and Noah, found themselves cruising along the tree-lined expanse of Warm Springs Avenue. The historic home stood in silent witness to the city's past, and the air was thick with the weight of nostalgia. Little did the trio know, their night was about to take an unexpected turn into the realm of the paranormal, the domain of the Phantom Stagecoach. The whispers of the legend had reached the ears of the adventurous trio, and with a mix of curiosity and youthful bravado, they decided to explore Warm Springs Avenue after dark. The moon cast an otherworldly glow on the street, and the rustling leaves overhead added a mysterious soundtrack to their journey. As the boys rounded a bend, laughter filling the car, they caught sight of something that made their laughter freeze in their throats. Emerging from the shadows was a dim, ethereal glow, the unmistakable silhouette of a stagecoach. Its wheels creaked in an otherworldly rhythm, and the sound of horses' hooves echoed through the quiet night. Ethan, gripping the steering wheel, muttered, "Guys, do you see that?" Dylan and Noah, wide-eyed and silent, nodded in unison. The spectral stagecoach, bathed in an eerie light, rolled along Warm Springs Avenue as if transcending time itself. Intrigued and unnerved, the boys decided to follow the ghostly procession, their car trailing behind the ethereal stagecoach. The air grew charged with an inexplicable energy as they delved deeper into the heart of the legend. The historic homes stood like silent sentinels, bearing witness to a supernatural spectacle. As they tailed the phantom stagecoach, the boys noticed a curious detail, the figure of a spectral coachman guiding the ethereal horses. His features were indistinct, and yet a sense of ageless wisdom emanated from the phantom driver. The boys exchanged bewildered glances, struggling to reconcile the surreal scene with the reality they knew. The phantom stagecoach continued its unhurried journey along Warm Springs Avenue, occasionally passing through pools of moonlight that seemed to intensify its spectral glow. The boys, their initial fear giving way to a curious fascination, speculated about the origin of the ghostly procession. Legend had it that the phantom stagecoach was a relic from a bygone era, a spectral remnant of the city's history. Stories of a tragedy on Warm Springs Avenue, involving a stagecoach accident with no survivors, had circulated through the decades, intertwining with the folklore of Boise City. The boys, now determined to unravel the mystery, decided to approach the spectral stagecoach. As they drew nearer, the air around them crackled with an otherworldly energy. The coachman turned his ethereal gaze toward them, and the boys felt a chill run down their spines. With an outstretched hand, the phantom coachman signaled for them to halt. Hesitant but driven by an insatiable curiosity, the boys brought their car to a stop. The ghostly figure spoke in a voice that echoed through the ages, recounting the tragic tale that bound him to the spectral stagecoach. He spoke of an ill-fated journey, a moment frozen in time, and a restless spirit condemned to traverse Warm Springs Avenue for eternity. The boys listened, captivated by the tale of loss, regret, and a love that transcended the boundaries between life and death. As the story unfolded, the boys realized that they were not mere observers but participants in a paranormal encounter that bridged the gap between the living and the spectral. The phantom stagecoach, a relic of the past, had chosen them to bear witness to the enduring power of the legend. With the narrative complete, the ghostly stagecoach continued its ethereal journey, disappearing into the shadows of Warm Springs Avenue. The boys, left in stunned silence, contemplated the enigmatic encounter that had unfolded before them. The legend of the phantom stagecoach had transcended folklore, becoming a tangible and transformative experience etched into the fabric of their lives. As the trio drove away from Warm Springs Avenue, the echoes of the ghostly encounter lingered in their minds. The historic street, once a mere backdrop for Boise City's past, had become a conduit to a realm where legends and reality converged. The boys, forever changed by that fateful night, carried with them the weight of a spectral tale, a tale of the phantom stagecoach that would bind them together in a shared secret, forever etched in the annals of Boise's folklore.